I'm eyeing up my mic this time. If this motherfucker goes mute, I'm actually gonna freak out. It's not gonna be good. Welcome in, folks. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday night into Wednesday morning locally. 21 with the first. Welcome in, 21. Afflictions, Galaxy, Jade, P-Dog, Nerdy, Smashy, and Clara. And in YouTube chat, Sinful and Unknown. Welcome in, everybody. Made more progress. Got Erratic up to purple stake. It's been really fun. I'm not a big Erratic guy. But I will admit, I will concede the first, when I like unlocked the deck and read its effect for the first time, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. So, I mean, that's fair, bro. Hello, carpet salesman. Got the wrong guy. Got the wrong guy. Anyway, afflictions for the lurk. Thank you. I don't know if I said 21 with the first, but if I didn't, 21 with the first. Exclamation mark muted. I widow he wasn't. We got to get this guy an actual starting soon screen. Why? I started talking like a minute and a half after I went live. We're chilling, bro. It's okay. Finally platinumed Ghost of Tsushima. It was 101 hours. God damn, man. Well, GG with the plat. That's huge. That's actually so awesome, man. It's an illegal carpet dealer. I'm literally not... Okay. Exclamation mark muted. Literally not, by the way. Literally not, by the way. I'm seeing all of my sources. The humble sub / J. I know it's not everyone's thing. It actually is everyone's thing. It actually is everyone's thing. That sounded like I was setting up a joke. That is everyone's thing. Wait, big exclamation mark, got muted. +2. Focus slurp is the best thing I've typed out ever. Exclamation mark muted. Widowy not, by the way. I'm widowy not, by the way. Does he sell the carpets or do the carpets sell him? Neither. Neither. Streamer, how many gift subs should I gift tonight? I would like to part with my hard-earned United States dollars. A balatrillion. I know, I'm modest. Most modest Balatro streamer, by the way, on the platform. I know. I know. Listen, it's hard being this humble, but, you know, I do it for the community. I do it for the people. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say? Anyhow. Best I can do is one man. I gotta save for that Bridget cosplay. You know, they say be the good that you want to see in the world, man. I'm just saying. Maybe if you gift more than one sub, maybe somebody will bestow a Bridget cosplay upon you. For your act of righteousness. Do we not have exclamation mark gay? No. Exclamation mark yowie. Exclamation mark yowie is not a thing either. 1.6k pairs. Bro's addiction is getting worse. Oh, you want to see something crazy? You want to see something crazy? All right, this is the gold stake profile that I used to play on YouTube. Keep in mind, I only use this profile for gathering B-roll present day. I only use this profile for gathering B-roll present day. It used to be... This profile used to be used once a day for the gold stake run of the day for YouTube. Now this profile is used like maybe once a week to get B-roll for like video essays and stuff. And then if you want to see something even worse, this is main. This is main. I haven't even checked this one, I don't think. This is main profile. Ah, yes, three 8 USD gift subs equates to a $400 USD cosplay, surely. I mean, stranger things have happened. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sharing is caring, bro. Literally, bro. Literally. Oh man. Holy shit. Keep in mind that this profile is probably worth like 1,000 hours. So when you take that into account, I feel like this profile is actually not even that bad. Like I'm not even trying to like troll by saying that. I'm not even trying to like, you know, clip farm for lack of a better term. I'm just saying when you take into account this profile is probably over like 1,000 hours, give or take. I mean, that's 17 pairs an hour. That's really not that crazy, jokes aside. Anyhow, man. Anyways, how's the day been? Day was not too bad, I can't lie. Day was not too bad. What if we had communal estrogen we all take from the shared tub of progesterone? I don't know, man. Chat, should we have communal estrogen? Type 1. If you think that should be the case. What are some other... I guess I haven't checked, like, the Joker stats on this profile in a while. Although I'm assuming, yeah, they literally have not budged in the slightest from, like... These stats are probably comparable to the stats on this specific profile from, like, literally, like, a year ago. The numbers are obviously different, but in terms of just the pure Jokers, I don't think any Joker on this top 10 list has moved a single spot in the past, like, year. There's definitely been some upsets in the consumable category, though. Now I'm remembering the time I named a disease in Plague Inc. Force Fem. Focus Slurp, we need Yuri and Yowie commands. I'm not making a Yuri and a Yowie command. I'm sorry. Oh! Best win streak 17 in parentheses 0. Oh! Take me away. Wait. But then I kind of get some of my aura back because now my highest ante says 39 and my most money says 68 grand. Best hand 2 mil is really funny. Shock, if I give 500 biddies, will you add Yuri and Yowie commands? I'll think about it very briefly. When the fuck did you get Ante 39? Right at the beginning of June. We got Ante 39 the first day of the American Heart Association charity stream. That was literally thing 1 on the docket. The very first thing that we did during the AHA charity stream was rip an Ante 39 run. It was pretty sick. Anyhow, chat. We're on the new profile per usual. I am going to remember the timer today. Trust. And we're grinding out the deck. Wow. That's, I feel as though that's pretty par for the course. We're ripping more completionist plus.
Add my Yuri commands. Collect my pages.
Nerdy trans girl with the 500 biddies. Add my Yuri commands. Collect my pages. What? All right, well, now I definitely have to think about it. How's it going? What's up, Rugby? Welcome in. Do Yowie next. Where is Chalkboard? Not on the list, evidently. Hallucination on the list, though? I mean, come on. Yowie's included in that, by the way. Slenderman Joker that gives ×8 mult if you have 8 Jokers? What in the hell is even that? We'll see how long I stay in YouTube before I go turncoat. Cringe, man. Crazy how quick we turn on our fellow man as soon as they say something not funny in YouTube chat. It's fucked up, really. Collect my Jokers, score my cards. Why is Unk's hair completely gone? I have it tied back because I'm high-key, like, hot as fuck. It was a little bit... I didn't have the foresight to turn on the AC today, and it's, like, the slightest bit sweltering in my room, so I don't have my hair down. Focus slurp, we need a fit check. Surprised Hex isn't your most used spectral yet. Ghost hasn't made its mark. That'll probably change when we get to C++, in fairness. Need a very white guy. Why is my camera freaking out when I'm on Balatro? Hello? Hang on. Hang on. I know how to fix it. I know how to fix it. I don't know why this works, but it does. Where it... Yup, now it's going to be completely fine, literally. All right. Fit check. This is the whitest boy fit check of all time. All right. Most white guy fit check of all time. Hair tie, because it's hot as hell. Tool shirt. Shout out Tool. Love that band. Black basketball shorts. No socks or shoes. You guys are just going to have to take my word. You're not getting that shit for free. Hashtag pre-fired. I thought it said fool. That would be really funny. Bro is character option 5. W shirt, by the way. Listen, I would be character option 5. I would be character option 5 if it wasn't for the Tool shirt. If I was wearing what I was wearing yesterday, which was literally the Charlie fit, a white t-shirt and like pretty much the same shorts, then yeah, that's character option 5. But the Tool shirt elevates it from character option 5 to just like average Midwest guy. No pink glittery thongs focus slurp. No. Fit check to take your girl to Buffalo Wild Wings too. No. No, nuh-uh. Don't ask why there's mango habanero sauce on my shorts. It's unrelated, fucker. Foot check sniffa. Don't say foot check sniffa. I know what I know the type of community I've cultivated, okay, dude? Buffalo Wild Wings is a go-to date place. I've actually never been to Buffalo Wild Wings in my entire life, to tell you the truth. I do want to go someday, though. That is one of my aspirations as a white boy from Wisconsin, is to at some point experience the wonder of Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings low-key hits different when you are like out of it and or intoxicated. Isn't that literally like any fast food establishment? Progressing to degenerate chat community, come back in a few years. That's a crazy chat. Welcome in though. Shock, I just got devastating news. We just got a new Jumanji movie coming out. Hey, it can be fire if they're not continuing the series with The Rock. I know this is the most like bland ass, just completely lukewarm take of all time, but The Rock got to be the most overrated actor of all time. Of all time. I say that with all of the weight that is insinuated behind it. It's the same actors. Mr. Streamer, there's been a third Jumanji movie. Well, not in the same series. Not in the same series. Everyone is sick of Dwayne Johnson now. Dude. I will admit, I went to see the first Jumanji movie in this series, like the first of like the reboot series, as it were. And I thought that Dwayne Johnson was pretty good. However, motherfucker plays the same character in like literally every movie that he's in, and it's exhausting, man. I kind of don't like Kevin Hart for the same reason, but Kevin Hart at least has like a handful of films where he doesn't play the same exact character. I work for the company that made that new Jumanji trailer. Wait, really? That's fucking sick. That's crazy, actually. Arctic temperature takes Glumbus emote. Arctic Monkeys. Jungle Cruise was good, but The Rock is still really annoying. I will say, okay, I haven't watched Jungle Cruise, and I will say it did look good. In fairness. Kevin Hart in the Borderlands movie actually infuriated me. I didn't even know there was a Borderlands movie. Granted, if it was released in, like, the last 5 months or whatever, not in the last 5 months, in, like, the last 5 years, then that's kind of your own fault for expecting a Borderlands movie to be good. I'm going to round it up to last 10 years. I'm being 100% serious. I've had to keep this secret for months now. That's actually crazy, man. That's kind of kick-ass, though. As someone who loves that franchise, the casting was terrible for Borderlands. I'm learning new shit tonight. I didn't even know the Borderlands movie was a thing. Minecraft movie is greater than Borderlands movie. I'm going to have an extraordinarily hot take. I think the Minecraft movie was, like, a pretty good film. It's obviously not anything, like, thought-provoking whatsoever. I mean, it's not... Could they have done better with it? Yeah, absolutely. But, like, for a film whose target audience is presumably, like, kids, I didn't have many faults with it. It was a fun... I would literally never watch it again in my entire life, but, like, for a one-hit wonder type of thing, it was fine. It was literally okay. A Minecraft Movie 2 trailer has hit the tube. If they put it back in the theater, would you go in with a rotisserie chicken? I would watch it again if they re-released it in the theater, just because it was such a funny theater experience. Just purely because it was fun for a theater experience. I would watch the Minecraft movie a second time if they released it to theaters a second time. I would literally never watch it just in my abode, ever, in my life. It's a solid, like... People insisted on it being, like, a dog shit movie, though. It's a solid, like, 6.2 out of 10. Which I don't know about your guys' metrics, because even on, like, the 1 to 10 scale, everybody's metric for that is, like, subjective, but a 6.2 is a watchable film for me. Minecraft is a movie you have to watch ironically. I mean, yeah, it's a... Yeah, no, I can't even really argue that. I don't know. I love cinema as an art form so much, you have no idea how much this hurts to hear. Me, when humans as a whole have different subjective takes. Just watch the trailer for the new Jumanji. Can we permaban that chatter who brought it up, please? I would watch it on stream, but I feel like since I'm streaming on YouTube, that is like an instantaneous way to get my ass DMCA'd. So I'm not going to do that. You're in your 20s talking about the Minecraft movie and how it's not bad. Okay, so a couple things. A, saying I'm in my 20s to make a point is kind of crazy when I've literally been 20 for not even 2 months. No, I've been 20 for not even 3 months, actually. So you got me there. I think two and a half months on the dot. I digress. Minecraft movie's not bad. Sorry. It was an enjoyable one-time film. Is it a masterpiece by any means? No. But it was an enjoyable film. My friends and I unironically loved that movie. I wouldn't say I loved that movie, but it was good. Because I want people to experience fucking true cinema. What's true cinema in your eyes? we're gonna rotate this back at you. I want chat to be 100% objective here. Like, no jokes whatsoever. Bestow upon me what you think is true cinema right now. If at least half of chat that responds to the question doesn't say it's true cinema, I'm perma-banning you. So choose wisely. True cinema is Puss in Boots 2. I actually never saw that one. Are you in college? I am not in college. I unironically passed up full rides to become a streamer. From this decade, The Brutalist, The Zone of Six, Flow, One Battle After Another. Okay, so already I'm going to take a problem with this. I told you to give us one example of cinema. Not only are you being such a, like, stick in your ass type of guy with cinema, but I asked you to give us one example and you gave us, like, 7. So, I mean, why are we listening to your takes about definitive cinema when you literally can't even, like, respond to a Twitch chat question? I dropped out because of work. I feel like that's definitely, like, becoming more and more common. 4, holy, you can't count. You're still really not. Oh, man. Derpy with the follow. Welcome in. There was one very obvious answer, and that's Cars Trilogy. Okay, I still would have clowned on him. I still would have clowned on him for saying a trilogy when I said one movie, but, you know, that's besides the point. Film bros be like arguing about movies in a Balatro stream. I mean, I don't have a problem with people arguing about films in my chat. In fact, I do it all the fucking time. But, like, you know, there's a way to do it respectfully, man. The Brutalist is my favorite film of the 2020s, but The Zone of Interest is probably the crowning achievement in terms of an actual cinematic achievement. The Zone of Interest is probably the crowning achievement in terms of an actual cinematic achievement. Okay. Zone of Interest and The Brutalist. I'm going to look up both of these, because you are unironically piquing my interest in them. The Zone of Interest. Zone of Interest, piquing my interest. Excuse me. Let's look at godforsaken IMDb. The commandment of Auschwitz and his wife strive to build a dream life for their family in a house next to the camp. That's the description of the film. Okay, unironically, all jokes aside, all cards on the table, you've reeled me back in. You've reeled me back in. It's an examination of evil. Super Mario movie actually wasn't bad. I just still don't think Chris Pratt is a great fit for Mario. I think he did a really good job. But, like, I kind of agree that the casting was kind of weird. And then The Brutalist is the favorite film. Interessante. Alrighty, alrighty. I mean, these look like good films, to be fair. Hold on, streamer, have you seen The Menu? One Battle After Another I would recommend to anyone, though. I'm not going to check that one out purely just because I'm too lazy. I'm going to keep it a stack. However, those are some good films. Those are some good films. Can we get Chris Pratt in the Switch 2 Mario game? God. Oh, man. My true cinema movie is the Muppets movie reboot from the 2010s that introduced Walter. Shock, 5 years from now, will probably have gotten 1% of all seeds in Balatro. The Menu Cinema. Oh, man. Yeah, I suppose we've been talking about movies for like 30 minutes. Maybe we should actually get into the daily games and then like play the video game that everybody showed up for. In in fairness, everybody, you keep showing up for my streams. So, I mean, everybody at this point knows what they're getting into. I feel no remorse for my actions whatsoever. Yeah, get the show on the road. There's a lot of things that I could say in response to that, but I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to be a nice guy, Harold. I come for the banter. Hell yeah. Somebody ban Unseen. I've been wanting to watch that horror movie with Fred Durst recently, but haven't gotten around to it. Horror movie with Fred Durst. Movie with Fred Durst. I saw the TV glow. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. That sounds really funny, though. Anybody ever see, speaking of prominent musicians who are also in horror films, anybody here ever seen Studio 666? It was a horror movie starring the entirety of the Foo Fighters. I gotta say, you know, to preface, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. You know, closer to me than the others of the band since he was the drummer. Lost him too early. No disrespect on anybody from the band. That movie fucking sucked. That movie was terrible. It was really funny. It was really funny. But that shit was ass. It was a movie where it was like purposefully bad, which I can appreciate, but I don't know. Those types of movies are just not for me. When they're trying to make the film bad, it's very obvious, and I don't like that. The only like fun bad movies I think are movies that are truly like trying to be good and just don't do it. I saw the TV glow is heavy trans allegory shock. What does the term allegory mean? This is definitely a term that I should know as a 20-year-old man, but I don't. And I'll say it. I'm not afraid to look it up. Story, play, picture, or other piece of art in which the characters, settings, and events act as symbols. Okay. That's interesting. I can respect that. I'm gonna go to bed, night shock and balls, and also Chad. Good night, nerdy trans girl. Stuff like Velocipaster, though. Okay, I do have to see Velocipaster. That shit seems crazy. Okay, let's get into the dailies. Holy shit. Oh my god. Have you seen The Room? I have not seen The Room. Basically means a really big metaphor. Yeah. Anyhow, it's got to be throwback. Balatro for the day. I didn't say the iconic line. Got to be throwback. Scaling X-Molt greater than $8. Got to be obelisk. Truth nuke. Easy. Easy W. Today's daily is peak. You have yesterday's still. I don't think I should. I did yesterday's. Oh, is it local time? That would make sense. No way it's potential Joker. What do you mean potential Joker? Bro, Obelisk is not... There's nothing potential about Obelisk. Well, okay. Yes, there is, but it meets its potential. It's not pure potential. It's potential energy, bro. Meet potential X-Molt. Obelisk, my beloved. Yeah! Chat's forgetting this dude's on CST. Skull emoji. I mean, you know, it's not my job to speak to the delusional chatters who think that their respective time zone is correct despite the existence of CST, which is the only definitive time zone. You know what I mean? It's not... who am I to try and dispel the delusions, rather, of a very ecstatic people. Chud standard time. You say it, and yet it's still the truest time zone. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't even really go through my thought process for this one, but that was about a Balatro guesser in one. That one was... That's kind of scary that I can get the Balatro guesser in one on autopilot. Focus Slurp, we need a hair product check, actually. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I use Pantene. Here's my hair routine. Pantene products, shampoo and conditioner. As of recent, to get just to get into this, just to make conversation, because I have actually been thinking about this a little bit. My routine used to be shampoo and conditioner every single day, Pantene products, rinse and repeat. And then I read or like heard from a source that I can't define or something that using shampoo every day is like terrible for your hair. So I was like, well, man, I don't want to be like a bad guy to my hair, man. My hair is pretty cool. I got to treat that shit right. So then I started to do, I've been doing for like pretty much since halfway through May, I think. I've been doing one day shampoo and conditioner, and then the next day just conditioner, rinse and repeat. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't give a fuck if it's healthier for my hair at this point, because let me give you the rundown of this routine. On the days where I use both shampoo and conditioner, my hair looks beautiful and it's glorious. On the days that I just use conditioner, it looks like ass. Doesn't look like ass, but it looks very obviously like much more oily than usual, which I understand, but I'm just not that type of beast, man. Have you tried double washing? What is double washing? Peak, I'm literally using the same products. They have yet to upset me, man. They have yet to upset me. What can I say? Wash with shampoo twice, then apply conditioner. I'd stop watching your streams if you went bald. That's fucking tragic. You know what? I appreciate the honesty, though, man. Honesty is a commodity that's running short these days. So despite the fact that I do take offense and I hate you, I respect it. I'm just kidding. I don't actually hate you. It was for the bit. Wash with shampoo twice, then apply conditioner. I don't think that's the issue. That's what I'm saying, bro. The chat edit shocks hair. Wait, no! That's not the issue, though, because, like, the issue is, like, I don't want to use too much shampoo. Does that not just, like, contribute to the opposite problem? Streamer, if you went bald, I would start a fundraiser to buy you a wig. We hate all egg streamers in this chat. You know, that one guy's, like, a couple of weeks ago said that my stream was very Northern Lion pilled, and I'm now starting to realize that there's a demographic that I could swoop. There's a demographic of viewer that has yet to be capitalized on. Northern Lion viewers that hate bald people. And you know what? I think I'm the guy. I think I'm the guy for them. His hair makes him a better carpet salesman. All right. Also, this has been strictly Vibe Scrandal thus far. This is like stupid math, but you can use 100% shampoo the first wash and then 50% shampoo the second wash, and that could last 2 days. Maybe, man. I have no idea. Nah, Northern Lion is good. Dude, I didn't start watching Northern Lion until literally, like, this month. And now he's, like, damn near a part of my daily routine. I fucking love the guy. I've been missing out on Peak for, like, genuinely my entire life. It's not going to be the pretzel just because this looks off-putting, but this tastes heavenly, and so I'm clicking on it. It was against a sausage roll, so I didn't feel that bad clicking on it. But if it's against, like, a frozen pizza, it probably loses there. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Panado sandwich, steak and breadcrumbs. Does the brewski come with it? The brewski's in the picture. I'm clicking on it. It is what it is. He got me into Isaac. That's big. Ew. My God. What is that on the left? I'm going to get banned on Twitch for showing that. Holy shit. I've seen him come across my feed. I should give him a chance. I would say definitely watch Northern Lion. If I had to guess, he's probably an acquired taste. But that said, I am absolutely a part of the demographic of people that acquires his taste, I guess. Don't read too far into that. Kirkland Signature dried plums, 3.5 pounds. If this is above $8.99, I'm killing myself on stream. That was a close one. Now, chat, do we count tax in that? $0.01 away from death? Can't believe the cost codals got me pondering my mortality. That might be the best clip that I've ever farmed on this channel. I ain't gonna lie. A jug of sweet tea is criminal. It's Arizona tea, bro. That's different from sweet tea. If you're drinking, I think Arizona is absolutely like the nectar of the gods. But if your ass is drinking like Gold Peak, that shit is disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. Man's just raw dogging a gallon of Arizona iced tea. W. We got the duality of man in chat. Where do I go with this? Does this not just feel like a straight down the middle angle? It's definitely not because of this part right here. This region right here biases towards the bottom if we do straight down the middle. So maybe we do something like this. This is going to be a terrible cuddle for me. I'm pre-firing that right now. What's up, Plinkus the Wise? Also doesn't help that my mouse is royally fucking me. 53.47? I'll take it, man. That is genuinely way better than I thought it was going to be. I will take it. L? That's not an L for me, man. I'm sorry. If that's an L for chat, then that's an L for chat. I got to live with that, but that's not an L in my book. All right, lastly, we got the Staddle. Trumbeak was literally the opener on, like, Saturday, was it not? We just had a Trumbeak opener, and it ruined literally everything, by the way. Because Trumbeak is just a dog shit Pokemon to try and pick a stat for. I'm going speed, bro. I'm that type of beast today. Kecleon? Kecleon only has attack, yes? 120 Spadef? What? I'm playing Pokemon Violet right now? Hell yeah, man. Hundreds across the board. Celebi's a gimme. Regigagigas? Is this HP? Am I crazy? This, once again, anything across the board. Me picking attack already sold this, though. Oh my god, me picking attack sold this. Gotta be defense. Flareon for Spadef. This is terrible. We got a 545. Best possible is genuinely like a 628. A 665. We got... Wait, we actually got, like, a decent amount of this right. I'm never guessing Celebi on defense, though, in my entire life. In my entire life. Type of mindset that literally gets a chair thrown at you and band type beat. Please get the reference. Hey, I've watched Whiplash. Come on, now. Reggie only was HP because Rampardos showed up. I bet a ton of people bricked that. Probably, man. Yeah, the Reggie immediately followed by Rampardos is fucking crazy. I'm literally... The majority of people have to brick at Celebi. Literally, who... I mean, I didn't know that Celebi was 100 stats across the board, but even if you have that in your head, who the fuck is clicking defense on Celebi? Gotta be literally like 0 people. Has Miles Teller been in anything good since Whiplash? Off the top of my head, there's like the 3-second clip from the Fantastic Four movie that gets memed. I would say that's pretty good. Other than that, I'm kind of lost. I'm not even dissing Miles Teller. I just don't know like any other films that he's in off the top of my head. He was in War Dogs. Was that after Whiplash? That was 2016. What the fuck? I did not know this. I would say that counts. Dare I say? Although I've literally only seen like 15 minutes of this film. Jonah Hill is just kind of, you know, he's just kind of the GOAT. Maybe not the GOAT, but he's got aura. Reggie Gigas into Rampardos is a crazy... That's mix-up of the century. That's all I'm saying. Top Gun Maverick. He was in Maverick? I've never watched a Top Gun film in my entire life, actually. All right, what were we on? Magic deck? We got Nebula deck next. I'm remembering the timer. It's on 40-40. I also remember that without even having to go back into my DMs. Live split on screen. 40, 40, 00. Bonk. Let's lock in, fellas. Got to make up a little bit of lost time here. Just a little bit. Live split needs better UI. I feel like live split UI is not that bad. Am I crazy for that take? I feel like live split UI is like very acceptable. I'm not saying it's the best shit of all time, but it's user friendly. That's literally all I ask for in a UI. Are we actually about to lose this round one? That's fucking crazy. It's got to happen at some point because like what? We've played 100 games on this account. So it's got to happen at some point, but that's fucked. Punished for arbitrarily picking the wrong suit. I mean, this is kind of what I'm saying about this game. This could have been on like a 32 gold stake win streak, and I literally would not be mad in the slightest. Because like, what are you supposed to do in this scenario? Literally got punished arbitrarily for not going for like diamonds or some shit instead. I guess you misprint tech, but like who the fuck is misprint teching on round one? Nerds. And I say that as a D1 misprint tech glazer. You should be mad? What do you mean? That's a very sad way to live life, man. You can't control this shit, so what's the point in getting mad at it? I mean, you can, again, because of misprint tech, but, like, this is round one misprint teching is, like, for black that gold stake or for, like, 0.01% fringe cases. Not quite literally 0.01. It's probably closer to, like, 1%. But, like, I digress. It's stupid to get mad at the things that are either, like, so unlucky it's insane or more so the things that you just can't control. Also, not a heart on top is crazy. This happened to me on Abandoned, by the way. In a Full House context, or in a... Wow, we might have also gotten scammed if we went for diamonds, funnily enough. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on, I'm replaying this round one. Wait. Wait. This might go from a... This might genuinely go from a... Don't get mad at the things you can't control scenario to this is literally impossible. Maybe it was straight angle. That's the thing. Unless misprint tech dictates otherwise, I literally don't think it's ever straight angle. No, I thought diamonds was the definitive suit. It's clubs. You draw the club flush every time. Yeah. Does misprint tech dictate that? Genuinely, what's the correct play there? I thought the other like turn one flush, as it were, was diamonds is clubs. Does misprint tech dictate clubs? I mean, bro, you like in retrospect, okay, genuinely, jokes aside, in retrospect, this is winnable round one because of misprint tech, and so you can't, like, you know, you can't get mad. But, like, bro, Misprint Tech round 1 has you picking between hearts and clubs here. Is literally just like RNG. Maybe it's clubs for full house. It's absolutely hearts because you have higher ranks. But it's like pretty arbitrary either way. This is literally a 50-50. This is genuinely like an uncontrollable loss. You can same shit here. You can argue Misprint Tech here, but like you're literally never going Misprint Tech if you still have 3 for hearts. Like that's just not happening. Misprint Tech is purely just like a hypothetical here. It's also not even that useful right now. So you still go for hearts here. At this point, maybe you could argue going straight with no discards left. There's a 5 of spades on top, but there's 7 spades in the deck, so it's still like kind of up in the air. I'm literally chalking this up to you go spades here with Misprint Tech. I genuinely don't think you do. I think that's retrospective. There's less spades in the deck. You did the seed again? Yeah, I know. I did the seed again. It was purposeful. At this point, you can argue Jack Dig, too. That's what I'm getting at, though. There's 100 things that you can argue at this point, but, like, bro, there's a billion... We've played so many seeds, even on this profile alone, where you use all of your discards, still have 3 to a flush in hand, and you still go for that flush, and you get out. This is... Even from a win streak angle, I think if you're arguing Misprint Tech, or, like, going for the straight, or, like, clawing at the full house, or anything like that, I think you're literally just... arguing that because of retrospective knowledge. There's literally no way the way that this round 1 plays out that your ass is ever like Misprint Teching here. I think that's genuinely just a get fucked, go next moment. Like I think you actually cannot be mad at that. That's like such fringe RNG that it's pointless to try and like claw at the what ifs. You know what I mean? If it happens again, I'm ending stream. That much I can tell you. Did Shock die? Small blind ante 1? Yeah. Seeds, I don't know if you're subbed, but you can rewind. Otherwise on YouTube you can rewind. I'm not digging the seed back up. I'm sorry. But yeah, we died round 1, Nebula. There's the dagger. Bottom decked 7 and 12 once. You keep saying that. That's gotta weigh on your conscience, the amount of times that it's been brought up in this chat. It's just Nebula, too stinky. Truth nuke. Truth nuke. Balatro deck selection, but it's the Geometry Dash main level selection screen. That's kind of how base Balatro is, isn't it? You can rewind on Twitch, too. You go to videos and go to the recent VOD. Yeah, but I'm still streaming, like, currently, so there's not a recent VOD. In which case, you can't rewind on Twitch, unless they've changed it. Like, to rewind a stream that is currently happening on Twitch, I'm pretty sure you have to be a sub. Hello, streamer. What's up, Backrooms? A real man speaks ill of Nebula deck. True? True? Get that chatter a true? Holy shit. Real men do speak ill of Nebula deck. I guess I'll just never draw a flush again when I need to. I guess I'll just always expend extra hands to draw my flushes. You can also do it with Twitch Turbo. That I didn't know. It is kind of really fucking stupid how rewinding is paywalled. Bro removes washed from the title and dies ante 1. Coincidence. Ogamen Goober. No dagger fuel. Eternal juggler. My friend said I was crazy because I said that the only hard challenge was Golden Needle. More specifically, I said Golden Needle's the only bullshit challenge. Jokerless feels fair, IMO. I'm the definitive source of info on this topic because I'm the Jokerless win streak world record. And I can, like, okay, obviously I'm, like, joking when I say that I'm the definitive source of info, but, like, jokes aside, Jokerless is not a bullshit challenge. Is kind of akin to Black Deck, where there are seeds where the early game kind of makes it a bullshit challenge, but I would say there are, for every one Jokerless seed that's bullshit, there are like 3 or 4 that are completely winnable if you're just like playing optimally. Someone get a new Jokerless world record streak, please. It's not happening because literally nobody plays Jokerless. That's how I know the shit's safe. Which I honestly don't get because Jokerless is sexy. $21, I'm hydrating with Arizona because I'm too lazy to go fill up my water bottle. If it really means that much to you, I can go and fill it, but unless you say anything, I'm just saying that's good enough. Honestly, I was going to be mad until I remembered that adds value to the dagger, and now I'm just not really that mad anymore. You see how easy it is to not be mad, chat? Like, that's kind of my whole point in the don't get mad at things you can't control. You see how easy that was? Excuse me. Which one was Golden Needle? Golden Needle is you start the run with one hand, 6 discards. You start with $10 and a copy of credit card, and then each discard costs you $1. I should try Golden Needle again. I beat it once and never looked back. Goober, I know you're saying that from a place of, like, you know, wanting to experience the things that this game has to offer, and I respect that. I do. Don't do Golden Needle again. Take it from somebody who also beat it one time and then never looked back. Just be happy with it, man. Ignorance is bliss. Needle, you mean the get rebate and win challenge? Truth nuke. Shit. Alright, I guess I'm sacking the blue seal. Punished for tossing the 3 without looking at deck count, calling it. Just kidding, that wins. I knew that. I was testing you guys. Luna. Luna with the 1 biddy. Appreciate that. Many thanks. Oh my god, we do Jokajola for the negative skip. We're keeping the Todd just for Needle, because I think if we don't do that, then we just pass away. I gotta start playing pairs, man. Todd and pairs? Yeah. I'm still waiting for my Jokajola rug in the mail. Fellas. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but I'm not a carpet salesman, contrary to popular belief. I won Golden Needle first try because I got rebate first shop. I won Golden Needle first try because I'm pretty sure I unironically got Photo Chad first shop. Which I've been told that helps. Can you do the Jeff Goldblum deal? I'm genuinely not doing it again. Like ever. That was not a joke. That was not a bit when I said it. I'm not doing it again. Rebate first shop isn't enough. Fight me. I mean, if you get like literally 0 scoring jokers ever, then yeah. But in general, I would argue that that's not true. Can you do Horsel? I'm not doing Horsel either. I'm sorry. Liar, he is 100% a carpet salesman. He scammed me out in Key West before he became a big-time streamer. I literally have never been to Key West in my entire life. I think we keep this raised fist, right? As much as I want to feed it to the dagger against specifically Needle, I think that's throwing. Could be a flush here. I think we just rip it and accept the fact that we win. Focus Slurp needs to start selling carpets as a side hustle. This is honestly a really good angle for me to sell carpets when I eventually get into merch, just because that would be really funny. I love that Shock is committed to the bit of saying he would never do the Jeff Goldblum duel again. The bit never gets old. Kappa. That's not Kappa. That's a lol. Slapping the shit out of my knee right now. Do we take this Mega Buffoon pack? We got Needle into Walled, man. I have no money. I think because I have no money, I'm supposed to take this because there could be money in here. All right, there wasn't really money, but I'm still kind of glad that I took it. Hear me out. Hear me out. I should have sold something for photo there, I think, but hear me out. We're on blue stake, actually. I lose. Did a random guy actually say your carpet sucks and I want my money back? Verbatim, that is like pretty close to what they said in YouTube chat. It was literally just a random ass YouTube chatter that was like, hey, you scammed me, or the carpet that you sold me sucked in Key West, Florida. And I was like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And then literally everybody just ran with it. I have no money, but I think that might be okay. I have no money and I must play flushes? There's something there, I feel like. We all know it's true. Sell Ancient into Smiley? Bro. Someone needs to make a daily poodle game. I'll let you decide what that means. Is Amphi still in here? Because Amphi has made me aware of the fact that that's actually a thing. Unfortunately. Shout out Amphi. I guess. What poople? Close enough. Kind of sad that if we didn't have Dagger, we're losing there. Chad in the shop. All right, it's over. Pray for me. On diamonds, bro? Like, what the fluff? Man? We at least get another flush level from the telescope, but I think it's just wraps, bro. I would have to pull 2 diamonds flushes here, which is just not happening. Is Smeared Joker plus Ancient Joker a good combo? There was a time in my life where I would have told you no. I'm no longer at that point in my life. I think that is unironically a good combo. Because I think the main... Also, there was a point in my life where I would have said Ancient Joker is literally just like an auto win in Gold Stake, and I no longer think that's the point either. And it's not necessarily because it's like bad. It's because it's bad in conjunction with what you're seeing right now, which is that like you don't really draw the flushes that you need a lot of the time without prior investment. Like Ancient Joker with retriggers can work and Ancient Joker with deck fixing can work, but I think if you don't have both at the same time, then Ancient Joker just doesn't work, like ever. And Smeared Joker gives you the deck fixing, which is why I think unironically it's pretty good. Anyway, we're like turbo dead here. Unfortunate, what can you do? Nebula deck killed 2 runs on the 100% profile, thus proving that it's the worst deck in the game. Kai, appreciate the 07, welcome in. Ancient Joker is an instant loss because I suck at the game and Thunk hates me, truth nuke. Smeared can get double debuffed by bosses, but you can work around it. I mean, yeah, like, I think that's usually not the biggest deal in the world. We got big blind investment, it'll be chill. Yeah. Nebby D is pain. Nebby D takes my lunch money a lot of the time. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. This is like the most abusive relationship of all time, too, because literally every single time that someone in chat is like, Nebula deck fucking sucks, it should be removed from the game, I, like, have to put on my nerd glasses and be like, well, actually, it giving you Telescope actually makes it a pretty high win rate deck most of the time, and I do genuinely believe that. And then right after I get done defending Nebula deck from Type A chatters, it fucking pushes me in lockers, bro. It's fucked up. I gotta stop doing that shit. Streamer Plasma is the worst deck? I don't know. Listen, I don't like Plasma, especially in the context of gold stake streaking, but Plasma is at least, like, interesting. Black deck kind of just blows. And Nebula deck, honestly. But mostly black deck. Actually, it sucks again because Observatory becomes trash on it. Fair. Granted, how many times is Observatory actually, like, being found? I guess more times on Nebula deck than on average, which I would argue is maybe also something that makes Nebula deck good, because despite the fact that Observatory... I don't know why I'm even justifying the Nebula deck glazing anymore, man. We're still cooked. Also, I should have gone for a flush, but... I'm either tilting or just not paying attention. I'm going to say it's a healthy combination of both. I hate how Magic deck starts with the consumable slot voucher, but the other decks don't start with their respective player stat upgrade vouchers. I don't know what you mean by that. Can I be honest? Morning, what's up, Purus? All right, that's pretty sick. Do we take both of these and just play pairs? We're into Flint. Yeah, fuck it, bro. As in red deck not starting with Wasteful. Yeah, I mean, I really don't hate that that's a thing, but like, it is kind of weird, I guess. It is kind of inconsistent. Everybody's killing Grimbo in my chat. This is messed up. This is discrimination. That doesn't win gold stake. We get additional scaling. This game hates me and me only. -1. Don't say -1. The stutter is the only thing that made that bad, okay? That was good. Grimbo Mog Supernova so hard. They're like the same Joker, man. I'm not gonna lie. They're like the same exact Joker. Same players who say Grimbo Mog Supernova also shit their pants on the iBoss, by the way. Not to be that guy. Fuck it, we take a burger. I used to not like Greenbow. Greenbow is really funny. Grimbo better than Nova because Obelisk real. Truth nuke based chatter. Holy shit. Burger plus Grimbo is a goated combo. True, bro. We love a Grim burger here. If you did say start with Wasteful, then bought Recyclomancy, then you get the voucher with diminishing returns out of the pool. Fair. I was just bad. Hey. At least you admit it, man. God, I hate this stupid fucking deck. That's completely my fault, because otherwise I should have taken Steel there. But, like, what a dumb deck. Who the fuck designed this piece of shit? Grimbo sucks because it's called Green Joker, but it looks brown to me. That looks brown. Is this a color blindness joke? This is why I don't think color colorblind people are real, because how would you know it looks brown? If you're colorblind, it should just look green, bro. No? I think I'm getting in my own head. Satellite. I think +1 discard and +1 hand makes more sense to a brand new player who doesn't understand the voucher mechanic yet. That's probably the definitive reason that things are the way they are, huh? I didn't even think of that, but that makes a lot of sense when it's like spelled out to me like I'm a 10-year-old child. Yeah, just give me all the mercury levels, man. I'm not. You're gonna hear literally 0 complaints from me about that. The entirety of Uzbekistan with the follow. That's big. Welcome in. How the fuck can you play without high contrast mode? There's a Twitch chat redeem where people can mess with my contrast. Otherwise, the answer to that question is I do play with high contrast, just off stream. God, I keep doing the thing, man! It's completely my fault. I don't like Nebula deck because it means I have to take responsibility for my stupidity. I'll say it. Local Thunk, just give us 1 consumable, you coward. At chatter, can you play without high contrast by going into the settings? You can play without high contrast by going into the settings and changing it. W chatter. Banana Lord with the follow. Got some W usernames tonight, man. Nebula deck gotta be top 1 worst deck ever. I don't know, man. I think that's a little bit of vitriol that it doesn't deserve, maybe. Black deck still exists at the end of the day. At least the Nebula deck is very pretty, IMO. I can respect that take, to be fair. Do something funny with the images, but turn everything on low contrast. What do you mean, do something funny with the images? Like, what am I even supposed to do with that? Low contrast hearts, thank fuck. Low contrast diamonds, thank fuck. Do something funny with the images? I think that'll suffice. Sup Focus Chud. What's up, Zev? Welcome in, man. Fix clubs to blue, please. Thank you. Veto, fuck you. What do you mean low contrast hearts? Thank fuck. Low contrast hearts look so much better than high. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news for this particular Twitch chat of people. Actually, YouTube chat of people as well. 2 unvetos? Veto, I veto Luna's veto, unveto. That's like 3 vetoes, man. That's definitely gotta count. The Baron of bad news. Bonk. Supermajority in the Senate passes the veto despite the veto. Damn, she's good. Fuck, man. I use custom recolors, so I'm not involved in the low high contrast debate. I'm like Switzerland. That's crazy, bro. Like Switzerland, though, the poetic justice here is like Switzerland. In like X amount of years, everybody will just remember you as the turncoat guy, or not as the turncoat guy, but as like the fence rider in this debate. Cyberpunk 2007 Spades, you're a little lost, but I respect it nonetheless. Fallout Clubs. Fuck it, Purple Spades. Can we get a Gamba going, but I pick the winning option so I can avoid VIP? Thanks. No. Although I respect, you know, your willingness rather to ask. I think we need this so that we don't die into the wall. And even then, this is like marginal enough where we still might die into the wall. Aside from low-high contrast, do you have some Joker's color changed, or am I crazy? I have trans spectral cards, so my spectral cards look different than they usually do. Outside of that, there's literally like 0 cosmetic mods that I have enabled. I simply want to abuse the system for my own ego, as we all do. It's respectable. Bonk. Mercury card. Streamer, can I have VIP in Twitch chat without paying for it to dunk on Goob? No. Sorry. Does trans spectrals just make the orange pink? I'm pretty sure. Makes the blue a little lighter. Oh, you might be onto something as well. Prediction started. Will Goobertron get VIP? Yes, because I'm nice. Hell nah. Alright, everybody vote in the prediction, I guess, man. W mods for the prediction. Wait, this is so funny. We have to do this. No, we really don't, because I don't want that to be our only source of X-Molt. Honestly, I've kind of doomed that to be the case anyway, though. No, I really haven't. We can keep Grimbo and Supernova. God, why do these clubs look so bad? Like, these clubs look more ass than normal. Am I crazy? What type of, like, ocular illusion is this, man? I put 5K in for the bit. Hello, Mr. Shock. Smile. There you go. Never smiling again, by the way. You used up the one smile. Bonk. Mega Spectral. Am I crazy, or is that? I think the blue is not any lighter. I might be an insane man. But I think the blues in the trans spectrals are not at all lighter. High contrast clubs. Also, I want to have sex with a death claw. I mean, like, I appreciate the fun fact, I guess. Didn't really need to toss that in, but like, thanks, man. I guess. Cool. Who isn't insane this day and age? Liars. Veto because that guy is a gooner. I mean, you're a bum for vetoing the high contrast, but like, I kind of can't even fault the justification. I made custom art for clubs first because I didn't like any of the available options. That's kind of fair. Actually, that's not, because that means you don't like Slay the Spire. That's crazy. That's crazy. Slay the Spire hater found in chat. $1,000 fucking elite snake AoE enemies. Eat this man. Nebula deck you, Truth Nuke. Tell me about it, bro. Bruh, I just want my gold card, man. Thank you. Maybe a good day for a succulent will OO moment get VIP prediction. Bonk. Are we taking seed money? I guess now we are. Way to just answer my question, video game. I appreciate you for that. I just checked I used default face cards. Default face cards high-key respectable. I don't know how crazy of a take that is within the community, but I gotta say it. I can respect the default face cards angle for sure. Bonk. Nah, I'm kidding. I feel bad enough for rug pulling 5k of someone's points already. Yep, stripped them of their mod badge. Not ruthless enough. In my Twitch chat? Fuck out of here. Just kidding. I got the Ave Mujica, hopefully I said that right, face cards that rename Royal Flush to lesbians. That's really funny. That's kind of fantastic, man. I love how Runner is just doing nothing. Hey, he's adding 30 chips. And then when we find any X-Molt Joker that's applicable to this run, he's going to get slimed in the streets. And that'll be that. Okay, and Ox right after taking seed money. Salt in the wound, but whatever. High contrast clubs and Divinity Original Sin 2 hearts. Divinity hearts. High contrast clubs. Reached a gold stake streak of 8 today. Not sure if that's good, but nice to make that number go up. That's like really good. That's really good. I feel like a lot of people get desensitized just by like the amount of people like me in the community who put like, you know, tens of hours a week into this game. I feel like a lot of people who are like still in the community today are really desensitized to just how good like any gold stake win streak is. Like if you get a gold stake win streak probably above like 4 games, you're in the top 0.1% of players. I would say definitively. Now, do I have the data to back that up? Not really, so can I say that definitively? Definitively? No, but I'm going to do it anyway. C++ is top 0.1%. Is C++ really top 0.1%? I guess you can see the stats on Steam, huh? C++. 0.8% of players have this achievement. So C++... not counting console players, which is probably a more casual player base, in fairness. Well, I mean, split it down the difference, or split it down the middle. Maybe console and mobile, it's top 0.1. So figure top 0.5 is C++. So probably top 0.1 is like any amount of gold stake streaking. First, what's up, Bubble? Make them Among Us. Change the hearts because 21 is a nerd. That's fucked up. All right, we'll go Among Us. Have I missed any? High contrast diamonds. I got that. I'm not rug pulling it, I promise. I need to put a timer on that shit, man. I remember in one of the streams, Doc made, I think it was his biggest cat run. He was like graduating from Balatro University. You got to beat Gold Stake, beat Jokerless, then get E40 back to back. That's graduating from Balatro University. I feel like that's relatively easy, no? Is it Plasmaless E40? My humble Switch Balatro. Yeah, like that's what, you know, nothing wrong with Switch Balatro. E40 Gold Stake? No, I'm assuming they mean E40 just in general. E20 non-plasma, any deck E40. Gotcha. E20 non-plasma is pretty, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. We could definitely graduate Balatro University. I feel like I already have, man. Come on now. I haven't gotten Eve 20 back-to-back that I can recall, but I've gotten a 17 rotating streak, and I have the world record in Jokerless streaks. I would say I get an honorary diploma. I'm bestowing it upon myself, and guess what? Since I'm doing that, literally no one's going to stop me. How far will that diploma get you? Be honest. Well, as an honorary diploma bestower upon myself, I can say that the diploma that I currently have has gotten me to the position that I'm at right now, which is a very good one that I'm pleased to have, that I'm absolutely chuffed to bits to have. There was something like anti-10 Jokerless Plasma Gold Stake sub 8-minute speedrun, then get a Naninf. I saw Zano do it. Yeah, I can't get a sub 8 speedrun. I could maybe, and it's a heavy maybe get one off stream. On stream, just straight up not happening. He's also a Raffle VIP, so he can do that. That is fair. That is fair. That's gotta count for something. Jokes aside. On white stake for sure, though. Like, maybe. Yeah, on white stake, I guess it's more achievable. On gold stake, I don't think I could get sub 8 without investing, like, double-digit hours into it. On or off stream. You need a standing desk and ignore all chat activity for 10 minutes at a time. I could never do that second part. The standing desk would probably be good for me, though. He's kind of got the right idea as far as that's concerned. The second part would drive me up a tree. Have you ever gotten a Naninf? He got one accidentally. I did accidentally get Naninf one time. That's fair. Which deck are you using for streaks? My highest streak is actually rotating, like playing every deck in a row. My highest win streak of all time is a 17 streak on my main profile, and I did that playing every deck back to back. I found it. The YouTube thumbnail says verbatim, any gold stake, Jokerless challenge, 12-minute speedrun, E40 plasma, or E20 other consecutively. I feel like, I mean, I've already done like so many of those, man. I feel like that's a gimme. Did you spam too many cryptids? Okay, it wasn't like an accidental Naninf of like, oh, I'm just playing a run and I got Naninf, but it was an accidental Naninf in the sense of it was the day before we were supposed to do the AHA charity stream, and I literally had nothing planned for that day on stream. So I was just like, oh, we'll just do Plasma White Stake and we'll go for like casual high score, and then maybe we'll play like Spire after this. And that eventually snowballed into a 6-hour run that we like broke into 2 halves, and I played the second half of it during the AHA stream where we got to Ante 39. So like it was accidental in the sense of like, oh, I have nothing planned for today, so I'm just going to do high score, and that eventually evolved into we're breaking the scoring limit and going as far as we possibly can in the video game. The new doc challenge. I feel like current doc challenge is way more challenging. Like, way more. I think we're dead to Vessel here. I haven't been keeping track. I like blue, yellow, and Zodiac. Zodiac for streaking is an unorthodox pick, but I respect it. Blue and yellow are gimmies, though. I like both of those, for sure. Can I post links? Yeah, go for it. I think we won this if we didn't whiff the first pair. But now I think it's cooked, lads. Best deck to go from white stake to gold stake? I think definitively it's checkered. Just because the way the game works is low stake. A lot of players, I think, gravitate towards flushes, and I really don't know the reason for that, but I do think it's a fact of life. I think a lot of new players gravitate towards flushes. And checkered deck, I think, is like the only gold stake deck that doesn't punish you for that. Because on any other deck in the game, I actually think flushes are really bad. But on checkered deck specifically, you can play flushes on it and be like completely fine. So just for the purpose of getting your first like easy gold stake, as it were, I think for like fresh players who don't know like the meta, as it were, probably you're gonna have the easiest time on checkered. Checkered was my first gold stake, and I feel like it's a lot of people's first gold stake in the community. Sarah with the follow, welcome in. Appreciate that. How many 10s do I have? I have 1 10. I think we just go for 8s, right? What about I don't play flush and do pair or 2-pair run? That works too. If you're gonna play pairs or 2 pairs, like if you already know gold stake meta and you're already like pair pilled for lack of a better term, I would just say play blue or yellow deck then. Mine was green because I didn't understand interest. I unironically think that's also like a fair pick. Also, you gotta be fucking kidding me. We've lost Nebula 3 times in a row. I'm actually so upset, man. Dog shit ass deck. And the problem was not even picking up abstract. I thought it was going to be the abstract that would fuck us over, since like our Joker slots were kind of stinky there. No, because we had the loyalty card that we could have picked up actually, so it was 100% abstract there. I didn't think we would be able to beat the wall without it, but I think we were definitely able to beat the wall without it in retrospect. So I just shouldn't have picked that up, and then we would have had room for loyalty card and the stuntman, and that would have carried us over. We go again, though, man. It is what it is. Abandoned was my first gold stake. That's also because you're like a very unorthodox player. And I don't mean that in like a condescending fashion whatsoever, but like you got C++ in sub 100 hours. Literally like nobody who plays this game has done that. I don't even know how you did it. And frankly, if you didn't say that one time when I pressed you about it that you had the screenshots to back it up, I still wouldn't believe you. I'm assuming you just watched Balatro content for like a fuckload of hours before you picked up the game. That's like the only reasonable way in my head that one can achieve that. If you're telling me that that's not the case, I'm just assuming that the screenshots are AI generated. I'm just going to keep it a buck, lad. Best spaceman of all time. I mean, worst spaceman of all time, actually. W Spaceman Glaze. Correct, Lamau. I probably had over 100 hours on watching content, too. Okay, see, that's reasonable. I can understand that. I'm so glad I started Balatro knowing nothing about it for like the first dozen hours. Then I finally looked up beginner video. That's how I played it. I didn't start like even watching Raffle until I was like, I think at least 50 hours in. I had that one time where Space Joker hit 5 times back to back. Bro, people like to clown him, but like he's a good fella. Like I don't know what to say. Hook miss. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wait, it could still happen? Please, hit both 7s. You fuck. What are you drinking? Was that a jug of syrup? It's not syrup, bro. It's Arizona iced tea. is not syrup. It's not motor oil. Come on, man. This is we'll go Spectral. I'm 100% ditching a rebate here to get Rainbow Spaceman. Don't even play with me, man. 100% definitively bad play, by the way. I don't give a fuck, though. Horrible play. Don't replicate what I'm doing. But this Spaceman deserves it. Holy bad mouse, bro. Oh my god. It's his piss. Shock, I have a TV show recommendation. It's a documentary, though. That cool? Yeah, why wouldn't it be cool? Genuinely thought it was concentrated cola. What the fuck even is that? Onk, please! Please! Oh, wait, no. Onk would be terrible because I have Eternal Chaos. Ah, man. Could be an Ecto. I think just give me the blue seal. My goat? One more, please? That's okay. As in, like, cola syrup before they put any water in. Why would I be drinking that, man? What? It's called Dark Side of the Ring. It's about wrestling and the stories most main fans won't tell you. That's kind of interesting. I can't lie. Rocket for money. Fool for the Mercury card. That's big. Would you drink sweet tea? No. Arizona tea is the only, like, iced tea that I have affinity for. I literally said it verbatim, like, earlier in stream. I think, like, Gold Peak is only drank by psychopaths. Like, genuine, like, iced sweet tea, I think is terrible. But Arizona is delicious because they sell it to you as tea, but really it's juice. They just sell it to you under the guise of it being tea. Dice next ante. I was really sad about there being a dice in the same pack as Spaceman, but he also doesn't seem to need it, so like more power to Spaceman. See? Rocket, infinite money, Pog, truth nuke. I don't even want this because that's going to make me win more, but it is what it is. Have you ever played Deltarune? If so, I don't know what to ask. I have never played Deltarune, but it is in my Steam library, and I would like to play it at some point. I just have trouble, to tell you the truth, there's so many story games that I want to play on stream. I just have trouble playing them on stream, because even... Bro, like, I don't know how people who stream for, like, a reasonable amount of time each week play story games. Because, like, I stream for 15 to 20 hours a week. 3 hours a day every day except Sunday, and then sometimes I, like, cancel days if they don't fit into my schedule, like, my personal schedule. But like that's a decent amount of time, and I still have like so much trouble finishing story games. Like Hollow Knight. I mean, I only played Hollow Knight once a week when I was playing it, maybe twice. It was like 1 to 2 times a week, and I only got like probably a quarter of the way through the game before I dropped it. I would have to, if I wanted to commit to like a story game on stream, I would have to literally play it start to finish every stream. And I don't think I would just be able, I just don't think I would be able to do that with my current audience. I think I would fall off like you wouldn't believe if I played stuff that was not Balatro consistently on stream. It's good. You should play Deltarune even off stream. I do want to play it at some point. For sure. Streamer, do you know Sans from Undertale? Not a very well-known character, so if you don't, I get it. I've never heard of this Sans guy. Never heard of this Sans character in my life. I would love to be clued in. Sans Undertale? It's literally just Sans, but he lives in, like, Death Valley, California, as opposed to the land down under, or whatever the fuck it's called in Undertale. Tail. That's why it's under. Oh my god, I get it, bro. Fucking masterpiece. Bravo, Vince. Sam's, isn't that a buy in bulk store? True. Constellation, huh? And observatory? Wait, this is big. I just re-rolled the constellation after saying that. Like, I don't even know what to say. That was completely, like, involuntary. I didn't even think about re-rolling there. I just did it. What the fuck even was that? I don't have any words. I actually could not even begin to detail to you why I just took that action. But what's happened already happened, man. There's no use. No use crying over spilled milk. Streamer, I think you might have brain damage or something. It's entirely possible, bro. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? Either that or you're incredibly smart. Well, if I did take the constellation, then I would have had to give up Rocket for the baseball card, and then I would have no income to my name. So we'll just say that I'm like the smartest player to ever put their hands on this game, and we'll just move on. I think that's fairly reasonable. I don't know about you guys. That's so nice. I actually love him here. Fair, how good is Doc at this game anyways? Dude, literally. You're Doc squared? I am Doc squared. Wise men say sell the red card? No. Well, I mean, no. No, I think it's definitively no. I think we do sell the Rocket here. And now we just never take another reroll, literally ever. Can I get the blue seal, please? Thank you. He didn't even stream his win streak, like maybe he cheated? Dude, literally. I love playing with 4 fingers. I'll take things that would get you arrested if you said them anywhere outside of a Balatro chat for 500, Alex. Sell Chaos? Why aren't you selling Chaos? What the fuck? That's a good question. I'll ponder that while I'm in this pack. I really want this. I think it's bad, honestly. It also makes me get rid of Gay Spaceman, so I'm re-rolling over his ass. That one was deliberate. Why am I taking re-rolls with Bold? Top 10 questions science still can't answer? My mouse is actually going to make me crash out. Oh my god. There's a mouse in my Amazon cart right now. Actually, I honestly might order that. I was going to wait until my next YouTube video dropped so I could be a little financially responsible, but thanks to the extraordinarily generous donations from last night's Twitch stream, I unironically might get on ordering that. Cuz this shit's driving me up a fucking tree, bro. Not to say that the Twitch donations haven't been generous every other night, by the way, just to clarify. But yesterday we had like 25 gifted in one stream or some shit, which was insane. If you can't tell, I'm a huge wrestling fan, lol. I mean, that's pretty sick. I respect it. We don't need to reroll, or we don't need to like hieroglyph needle, correct? Is bro pre-moving his Balatro game like you would in chess? Maybe just a little. Don't tell anybody though. I'm not taking the Hyro, man. Sue me. Worker with the follow. Welcome in. What's up, boss man? First time seeing you stream. Love your YouTube videos. I appreciate it, man. Many thanks. I got one coming out hopefully by the end of this month. If it doesn't come out by the end of this month, it'll be out by like August 1st or 2nd, hopefully. But yeah, I got one more, hopefully, for July. But thank you for pulling up to the stream. Thank you for watching the YouTube vids. I appreciate it, man. Twitch chat, ignore streamers sweet talk. The only reason he's grateful for donations is because he doesn't have to sell carpets anymore. That insinuates that I was selling carpets in Key West, Florida at any point in my life, which is just flat out not true, man. I don't know why bro, that one YouTube chatter actually like rewrote the course of history, and it's messed up, but it's also really funny, so like I can't fault him, to be completely honest. What mouse do you have anyhow? I would not be able to tell you the monitor because it was gifted to me when I got my PC by my folks. But it's an Alienware mouse, and it has held up like pretty brilliantly for like the going on 6 years that I've had it, but it's on its last leg. He never mentioned Key West. Insert that picture of Dokes in the car. That's because the one guy, the OG guy, mentioned Key West, man. What do you want me to do? Only you are bringing up Key West, Florida? The OG guy brought up Key West, Florida, bro. I've literally never been to Key West in my life. That's why I specified, man. Free roll kinda ass. The OG guy. The OG carpet salesman accuser. I was gonna say accusator. Why aren't you using the planets for molt? I meant to use this one as well. I promise you I'm not rage baiting, but just like we only need molt on the very last blind. Like if we don't need the molt, which we don't, then there's like no reason to just not use the planet card, right? I'm keeping them in my consumable slots in the event that we don't find blue seals, but like as soon as we find a blue seal, such as right here, we should be using these just because we don't need the X-Molt from Observatory. Ronan the Accusator. That just sounds so much better than Accuser. You know what I mean? Can you send me your Spaceman Game Shark code? There's no Game Shark code, bro. He's just that goated. I don't know what to say. He's just literally that goated. Full stop. That's what Key Westers say. Is streamer saying there was an OG streamer? No, I'm saying there was an OG YouTube chatter who was the genesis of the carpet salesman like accusation. Anyone still hitting that W Glorp in chat?
88.
There's no Game Shark code. All you need to do is subscribe to Streamer Luck subscription for $10.99 a month. You got me. You got me. What can I say? This is why I sing the praises of Bull, by the way. This is, for all intents and purposes, a fairly modest Bull run, and he's at plus 258 chips. Which even for a Nebula deck run, I mean, that's not chump change, bro. That's like pretty damn good. What's good? What's up, BBL Junkie? Welcome in. Appreciate the first time chat. Spaceman's goated, bro. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Holy. He's actually him. All right, get me off of this fuck-ass deck. Jesus Christ. Stupid-ass Nebula. This stream tanked it from, like, B tier all the way down to D and whenever I do the deck tier list. Been watching you for a minute on YouTube, but this is the first time I'm chatting. Huge, man. Thank you for pulling up. I'm loving everybody who's been pulling up to the stream from the YouTube videos. I appreciate all you guys. Best deck to get the $400 Joker? To get the... I'm assuming you mean Satellite. Unlocking it, you need 400 bucks. Just do Plasma Deck and play, like... Try and get a Baron Mime build and just, like, farm a bunch of gold money would be my advice. Plasma Deck, White Stake. Anaglyph? Anaglyph is a decent shout, too. I generally think just trying to get a bunch of money through, like, traditional methods is easier, though. If you get a high score, like, Baron Mime setup, you can farm a bunch of gold card money in your hand. Or even if you get, like a retrigger, like, Photo Chad build, you can do golden ticket stuff. I watch you when I'm in queues in Overwatch and play Balatro a lot in queues. Right, that's kind of huge. I appreciate you watching, man. 400 with the hydrate as well. Actually, that's a good hydrate redeem. I'm gonna click go next just to see what we get from this riffraff. We got Jolly Joker, goated riffraff. I'm high-key gonna hit a bathroom break and fill up the water bottle angle, so I'll be right back with a full water bottle, and then I'll hit that hydrate. Where did his hair go? It's just tied up because it's really hot in my room right now. Anyhow, chat. Go hydrate if you're not currently hydrated. I'll be right back. Love you. Thank you for watching, everybody. All right, catching you with that hydrate right now. We back. Wish me luck on black deck purple stake. Good luck, twin. That shit's ass. Good night, Plinkus, if you're still here. I'm assuming not, though. Bang. This should win, yeah. Post hex. We're chilling, bro. Ooh. Onk the riffraff, surely? This is fine. Who are you to wave your fit? Wow, this is... I mean, we have, like, Hexed Grimbo, so who cares? But in the context of the business card... Oh, wait, I can just discard. Grimbo hasn't been scaled yet. That's kind of like how the video game works, isn't it? Okay, well. Yielded a marginally better business card result. Onk Riffraff for an extra superposition per round is tech. Truth Nuke. Good luck with the 100%. Appreciate you, man. Many thanks. Many thanks. Do we go Club Flush here? We do go Club Flush here. Oh, wait, we might not have needed to because we have Jolly Joker. High key for Gore. Wish Grimbo could go into negative molt for the funnies. Knowing how this game works, there probably was a point where it could. I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying it definitively is true, but I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me, like, at all. Call me crazy, but I don't want to completely nuke my Grimbo value if it's the only thing giving me score at this point in the game, so I think we just take the delayed grab money and we're happy with it. Unfortunate time to be playing blue stake, but what can you do? One of my first jokers on green deck orange stake is Bull. I like this. Dude, Bull is such an underrated joker. Bull is so fantastic across builds. Some things can display it, but I don't think there was ever a point where it was like that. I mean, maybe. I don't know, though. Hey, man, there was a time where Arm could put you to a level 0 hand. I'm just saying anything's possible. God, how did this game ever get popular when Arm could set your hand to level 0? That shit will baffle me until the day I die. Oops, all scaling plus molt commons. Selling your ass so I can reap the reward of a gold seal. Top of this, I got early campfire. That's kind of big. The rare campfire bull. Genie with the hydrate, I got you with that. Appreciate it. All right, I need some kind of chips. How did this game get popular when at one point the go next and one more buttons were placed vertically next to each other? Can someone explain? Oh, like they cut down the middle like this instead of like this? Wait, is that an actual thing? That's ass. This game sucks, man. How did it get any popularity? Just kidding. I need some kind of chips to beat the needle in one, I think. That's not consistent enough, although I do appreciate the game graciously offering me that. Go look at a beta version of Balatro. The balancing was insane and everything looked weird. I know the everything looking weird part. Arrowhead? We can make that work. I think we go next. Yeah, we can definitely make that work. Nice. I'm back, team. What's up, a croaker? Hold him in. To the moon? Interessante. I fuck with it. No money, so we skip. I think we do take a Mercury card from here, though. Parking in beta didn't have the 1 and 2 odds. It just printed money. That's crazy. What? parking didn't have the 1 in 2 odds. What the hell? Oh yeah, but nerf the suits jokers. Good job, fellas. There were more insane decisions, I'm sure. Looking at very old patch notes was also uncommon. Oh, parking used to be uncommon? Bloodstone used to be 1 in 3 for ×2 on hearts. I do know that. Honestly, it's way better now. I think there's some people, I think there's a demographic of player who would argue that it should be like that. I think it's way better now. Hone glow up used to 2x and 4x negative chance. Oh, suddenly Hone's not so bad, is it? Twitch chat. Suddenly Hone being a chud. Why didn't I just skip there? Suddenly Hone being a chud is not such a reality now, is it? The famous 1.5x on 7s for seeing double. My hot take in this chat, and I understand that it's a hot take, and I understand that it's potentially a wrong take, but my hot take is that seeing double should still do that. Which I wish they didn't change. Oh my god. Twitch chat actually pre-fired me. That's the best pre-fire of all time. Even though I think we're both wrong. Stone used to be 50 per stone, and they nerfed it? Call me crazy, I feel like that's fine. Call me crazy, I feel like that's fine. I don't think the problem with Stone Joker is the rate at which it scales. I think it's just that stone cards above, like, the second stone that you have in your deck kind of suck. 50 chips is pretty egregious. Nah, honestly, I can't even defend that. They nerfed it to 10 and then rebuffed it to 25 later. That's so funny. Steel cards were +5 molt when held in hand, which is just awful. I'm gonna make the worst prediction of the century here. Steel cards in 1.1 are gonna regress to that, so that Naninf is no longer achievable. That's not happening, but if I do end up predicting that reality, it's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be really funny. I disagree with the X is bad because it goes against everything else take. Imagine Slay the Spire boss relic, win at the end of your turn if you've played no cards, gain 999 block and 10 thorns. I don't understand where you're going with this. You just don't have imagination. You could still get Naninf via 65 copies of Hit the Road. That is true. That is true. You know what? You got me there, man. Schooled. Shock, I have a theory. Now is the safest time to go to the beach. Are the sharks on TV getting filmed? What? Chat, can somebody translate, pretty please? Holy goated. I think we just win now. Your reason why Stone Joker is bad is you never add stones to your deck. Now, what if it gave 100,000 chips per card? Okay, obviously, if you balance it to a comic extent, it's going to be good. That's how literally any Joker in the game works. I think you're being purposefully obtuse just to prove your point. What I'm saying is if you buff Stone Joker to something that is reasonable, but still on like the higher end of the bracket, as it were, I still don't think it's good. Stones in deck are genuinely good on pair slop IMO. Yeah, but not like a bunch of them, because then they cut into your blue seals. Like stone cards are unironically good if you have like 3 or less of them. After that, I think there's a little bit of opportunity cost that is like pretty not good. Obelisk Wii Joker? The shop has everything, man! This ante's cracked! Shock, I actually have a team in Pokemon that's working. Hey, I got to Master Ball rank in singles today, which only leaves me with 7 days until the end of the season. Might be less than that at this point to go from Pokeball 4 to Master Ball 4 for VGC. But I think that's fine. Singles usually kicks my ass, which is why I got it out of the way fast. I'm really bad at singles meta. I also just have not a good team for singles, and I'm just too lazy to fix it. My VGC team actually has thought put into it, which is, I think, why it performs better. Shockingly, I know. I think it's got to be the obelisk. Pokemon singles isn't real. I wish, but I'm trying to get master rank in both singles and VGC from here on out. So unfortunately, I do have to learn the singles meta. My VGC team is so funny, though. Currently, the strategy is domestic abuse. That's kind of fucked up, but that's fair. Holy shit, I have a Flush 5 build in Gold Stake actually cooking right now. That's big. Call me crazy. We get rid of Grimbo for the banana because if we're trying to get obelisk cans off the ground, then we're going to be discarding. It's just a fact of life. This is our last pair we're playing. It looks like back then decisions were made because plus molt used to be very rare. Fib started at +2. A lot of on trigger was like +2 to 4 per, even at uncommon. That's crazy. That's honestly like insane territory. I also think we use both of these planet cards just to have ammunition for obelisk. Now, don't you wish you had an anti-blueprint Joker that you could use to turn off obelisk when you wanted to play a pair? No, man, because I wouldn't give it up for literally any of the Jokers in my lineup right now. That's my point. It's already super niche, but even in the applications where it like works, you just don't want it, man. I'm no expert, but you appear to have the perfect roster of scaling Jokers to win the run. Yeah, man, I think you are an expert because you kind of just like hit the nail on the head. Galaxy with the hydrate, I got you. Danke. Nana isn't doing that much. Nana, the point of Nana is not to be doing that much. The point of Nana is to die, as everything in life does, and then to yield the Cavendish. Some of these are hilarious. Satellite was $4 per. Wii was +20. Wii was 20 chips per 2? Man, what the fuck? What do you think the new Nana does? The 1.1 teased one? I like to think that it's an Econ banana. Just because I think an extension of the Cavendish family makes no sense. Unless it's like some other arbitrary branch off point. Unless it's like a branched evolution in Pokemon, speaking of Pokemon. Like if the 1.1 banana Joker is like you have to kill Cavendish to get this Joker, I think that's the dumbest shit of all time. Even if they lower Cavendish's death rate from like 1 in 1,000 to like even 1 in like 20, I think that's stupid. But if it's like you have to sell a Gros Michel to get this Joker or some shit like that, just to like throw an idea out there, I think it makes sense. I get Meowscarada to hit Anger Point Blaze Form Tauros, which maxes out its attack when it gets crit. So are you running Sash Tauros? Or does Tauros just tank a hit from Meowscarada? And if Tauros tanks a hit from Meowscarada, then how does it not die to like anything else? Because Tauros is not outspeeding the majority of the meta, if I had to guess. I'm assuming it's either sashed or it's just like turbo bulky and you go Scarf. Streamer, did you know that Hiker used to be 1 chip? God. That's actually that makes me shed tears, bro. Hiker at 1 chip is crazy. Okay, dodged the Ox by taking the obelisk. Fuck that guy. What an idiot. I have a feeling it's a plantain, not gonna lie. I think it's probably a plantain. I think that would make sense. Faux shizzle. I have Scolipede and Fortress to lead shaky matchups against my Tauros, primarily Garchomp. What did you say about the new banana? I got an ad. Essentially, it boiled down to, I hope it's an Econ Joker, just because I personally would find that exciting. But aside from that, I really hope it's not an extension of Cavendish, because I feel like that'd be really dumb. I hope, even if it's like something where, even if it's like a situation where you have to do something with Gros Michel in order to unlock it, like Cavendish, I think that would be fine. But if it's like a direct line in the evolution, as it were, like if you need to break a Cavendish to find it, I think that will be the stupidest fucking game piece of all time. Life Orb Tauros and Focus Sash Meowboy. How the fuck does Tauros live a flower trick? I'm assuming you're flower tricking it for the Anger Point proc? Tauros lives that? Natty? Or do you just have like the bulkiest Tauros investment of all time? 2:12 a.m. and not even tired, but sick with pounding a headache I've had since I woke up. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope that gets better for you. Probably my advice would be, even if you're not that tired, which clearly you aren't if you're watching a stream of mine at 2 a.m. local time, I would say try to get some sleep anyway. Try and just like force yourself to go to sleep. Which I know, duh, but like, you know, I'm just trying to be helpful. What if you have to break a Cavendish to unlock, but Cavendish break odds go down to 1 in 6? I wouldn't like that either, because that makes the prospect of Cavendish being a ×3 Joker that has a 1 in 6 chance of going away at the end of round, and that is like dog shit. Dog shit. That would make Cavendish go from one of the best Jokers in this game, hands down, to like actually not being that good. It resists it. Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot that there's multiple Paldean Tauros. I was thinking of the water type one, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no. Okay, that makes sense then. Do we take a hieroglyph here? Probably you're supposed to. New Banana is a rare X-Chips Joker. Thunk has said that X-Chips isn't going to be a thing, so I doubt that's the case. It also removes the flavor of Cavendish. Cavendish replaced Gros Michel as the primary banana type worldwide because it was more disease resistant. Yeah, that too. 100%. They could just make Gros Michel breaking, add both to the Joker pool at the same time. I guess that would be interesting, yeah. Even if it's not like more nuanced than that, I would be fine with it. But if it's like a linear evolution, as it were. Again, even if they were to make Cavendish break odds like 1 in 20, I still think that would be like really dumb. That's why Stone had a completely different effect. Stone applied a hiker effect to Stone cards. It gave them plus 50 chips when scored. Man, what the fuck was old Balatro? What the hell were they thinking, man? It could be like plus 250 molt like Stuntman. Isn't that debatably better than a ×3? Doc also said I would never allow Thunk to add X chips. More confirmation that Doc is Thunk. True. 3 Oak with the follow. Welcome in. I start using these planet cards. I'm blocking blue seals, man. I'm also not expecting to win in 1 like every time, so then I'm blocking even more blue seals. It's bad. Perhaps the most egregious, the suit Jokers. Stuntman used to be plus 300 too. All the gemstones were rare and a lot worse. That's unfortunate. Considering a lot of the gemstones in their current state are like not great. Two full houses. Yeah, we can run one of those. How do you make Bloodstone worse? It's already been mentioned during this stream. Bloodstone used to be 1 and 3 for ×2 instead of 1 and 2 for ×1.5. And it was rare, yeah. I also have Sinistcha to heal and Araquanid to mollywop basic Charizard players. Honestly, that's like a goated team. I can't even lie. My VG, I am so proud of my VGC team. It's crazy. My win for Master Ball rank last season was the best game of Pokemon I've ever played in my entire life, hands down. That was genuine. My like rank up match for Master Rank last season in VGC was genuinely like the hardest I've ever popped off at a video game. I'm so sad that I wasn't recording it because it would have made a fire clip. Finally, the banana dies. It was literally turn 1. If anybody has a Charizard and a Garchomp on their team, you know that they're a bot and that they're leading Charizard Garchomp just because that is a really good lead. So the method was I led Hatterini and Hisui and Avalugg. And if you know if they're leading Charizard Garchomp and they're a bot like that, then the angle that they're gonna take is literally always Mega Evolve Charizard. Charizard clicks Heat Wave, Garchomp clicks EQ, because again, that is like a really good turn 1, even though it is like a total bot turn 1. I just hit him with a Wide Guard Trick Room from my Avalugg and my Hatterini, and they literally conceded right after that. They literally forfeited turn 1. And I fucking jumped up from my chair and accidentally dented my wall because when I was popping off, my phone slipped out of my hand and just like not destroyed my wall, but it dented the drywall. It was so funny though. Highlight of my career. I'm more of a Smogon guy myself, personally. I used to be a Smogon guy, but the more I play VGC, the more I love VGC. Streamer might be Marco Fiery. Who's Marco Fiery? That was genuinely my greatest gaming achievement of all time right there. Okay, maybe not of all time, but that made the top 5 list. Forfeit turn 1 was so funny. I don't think I ever have laughed harder at a video game. That I think is definitive. I like Amoonguss because it sounds sussy. Is Amoonguss not in Champions right now? Why is there no Amoonguss? Now that I think of it. I think it's just not in Champions. Or is Sinistcha just like better? I don't think Sinistcha is better. I think Amoonguss is better than Sinistcha, even in VGC with like Matcha Gotcha. I think it's just probably not in Champions right now, yeah. All the Among Us is on TikTok. Okay, fair enough. I could mention Marco's achievements, or I can just say WolfieCon Parish guy. Gotcha. Not in Champions. That makes sense. Burnt Joker gave +1 hand size per 4 consumables sold. That's crazy. Andy used to carry over all unused discards as a rare. God damn, man. That shit's wild. Old Balatro really just the Wild West, huh? The good old days for real. What are we cryptiding? I guess like a blue seal. We'll just be chuds. I kind of love the old Andy. You only love the old Andy because Blue Stake exists. I think without the context of Blue Stake being like the shittiest thing of all time about this video game, I think it would get really, I think it would be really broken. I mean, even with Gold Stake, or even with Blue Stake, it's already really broken, but Blue Stake just like is so ass that you're like, oh, I need Andy to counteract this shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm spitting per se, but you probably make sense. You're probably picking up what I'm putting down regardless. I finally decided to put real attacking moves on Netanyahu, my Fortress. That's crazy. So I get to watch Garchomp cry as it EQs for 0 damage and then gets hit with Ice Spinner for some reason. Why does Fortress have Ice Spinner? I think a better question for me would be, Ice Spinner from Fortress kills Garchomp? Or does it just hit? I would imagine an Ice Spinner from Fortress would only hit for like 70% tops. Does that actually just kill a Garchomp outright? I miss when Balatro was a niche underground movement. It got too mainstream and normie. Truth nuke, man. Just got back. You blue stake. It's literally been blue stake this whole time, man. It is a quad weakness. Yeah, but Garchomp is like bulky as shit. A lot of people are quick to jump on the quad weakness bandwagon, but like Garchomp is bulky as fuck, bro. I run a Mamoswine on both my singles and my VGC team, and like granted Ice Shard is a low base power move, but it's a quad effective move that's coming off of a Mamoswine max attack stat, and Ice Shard does not kill. I think Ice Shard does like 70%. Which I guess Ice Spinner is like a more damaging move, but Fortress House also has like no attack, and it's also non-stab. What I'm getting at is like Garchomp lives ice type moves, not like an uncommon amount of the time. That didn't make any fucking sense, but you get what I'm getting at. Blue Seal ain't doing nothing on Obelisk Run. Give me that Gold Seal cryptid. Garchomp quad weakness Mamoswine is my man having a stroke. I'm literally not, bro. What? Did he say Ice Shart? I didn't say Ice Shart. Seance was rare with the same effect. Seance could probably be common with its current effect, and it would still be ass. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to play something else. However, considering the context that we've lost the first like 2 games this stream, I think that's not happening. To me, a bad Joker is the Flower Joker. Yeah, I mean, Flower Pot's just like really bad. How much do we think Flower Pot gets buffed by new Blue Stake, if at all? 1v1 me on champions? That'd be kind of fun. Ew. I hate both of those. God. Ah, they give me Lusty into the Hearts boss, knowing that I'll pick it without reading my boss blinds. Classic. Flower Pot is nice with Splash. Okay, see, that's broke mentality, though. Because I agree with you, Flower Pot is nice with Splash. The problem with that is to get payoff for these speculative combos, you have to pick one of those Jokers speculatively. And who the fuck is picking up Flower Pot or Splash? Just forget everything I told you about my team. Likewise. Actually, I didn't tell much about my team, I guess. I love Doc's idea for Flower Pot. 2x if your hand has 2 suits, 3x if it has 3, 4x if it has 4 suits. I don't mind that. Splash is fun to use. I'm not denying that. I think Flower Pot is also fun to use, but they're both bad. Kyurem is my favorite Pokemon, just his base form, not those stupid fusion Pokemons. I just like it because it's actually decent and its attack and Spatic are the same, so I can run some nasty combos. Kyurem is kind of silly. I like me a Kyurem. The humble double negative tag into Perishable Rental, Splash, and Flower Pot. Flower Pot used to count unscoring cards, by the way. That's so good, man. That's so much better. Looks inside. Truth Nuke on Abandon deck. It would be a strictly better version of Seeing Double, basically. That is the harsh truth. That's why I'm saying Seeing Double needs to get reverted to its previous state. It would not be a buff for Seeing Double at all. Seeing Double would be probably more ass, but it would at least have identity. If they reverted Seeing Double, it would at least be interesting in the context of like high score runs and like Balatro multiplayer. Right now, Seeing Double's just a chud, bro. Oh, you get an inconsistent ×2. Fuck you, man. Just give me my ×1.5 on Club 7s, idiot. My favorite Pokemon used to be Phalanx, then Cyclizar, and now since the Mega, I think it's Phalanx again. Phalanx is so cool. I'll give you that. I'm a big fan of Phalanx. Bruh. I guess I can misprint tech if I'm trying to get 3 Oaks, huh? Kind of a cringe way to play the game, but I'm kind of a cringe guy, so I think it works out. Okay. No, I didn't want the 3 Oak anyway, actually. My favorite Pokemon is Haunter because it looks cool as shit. Fair enough. I'm quite fond of Gengar myself. Grimbo Bluey. I feel like we just picked both of these up and now we're playing pairs. My favorite Pokemon is Shuckle because he's cute and chill. That's fair. If they don't revert Seeing Double, then they at least got to change the unlock criteria. I will adamantly agree with that. I think that's an unbelievably true statement. Favorite is Ditto because it's cute. Ditto's kind of an underrated favorite. My favorite Pokemon is Sylveon. I'm not trans. The design is so aesthetically pleasing. Sylveon's... am I crazy for saying Sylveon is the best evolution? Fuck Abandoned Deck, bro. I'd never get a shop like this on any other deck, by the way. I can't get over the Shuckle Juice lore. The Shuckle Juice lore does change a man. I'll give you that. And not for the better. I'm honestly debating whether or not to change Netanyahu's stats to be less bulkier but have more attack. Knowing not much about your team's matchup into certain Pokemon, I would say don't do that. I would say usually if you're like trying to give bulkier Pokemon more attacks, it just ends up being bad. Like you want it, barring like extreme fringe cases, I would say the majority of the time in Pokemon, you want to go like very all or nothing with your builds. Like there's a couple of fringe cases, I'm sure, but like generally if you have a defensive Pokemon, you want to go full defense. My favorite Pokemon is Cubone. I am trans. I like how he keeps saying they, like the dev team isn't one guy. That's true. I like Leafeon a lot, but Sylveon is cool. I think Espeon might be my favorite evolution now that I'm giving it like a little bit of thought. Pick up the stencil before the Spectral Pack, just in case I get the opportunity to throw the entire game over a 50-50 Onk. Also, just might not even be that bad of a pickup into Needle. Favorite Pokemon in gameplay is Pichu, though. That's fair. Love some Pichu in Ultimate as I was a Wi-Fi warrior on them. Pichu in Ultimate is a fun character. I'll give you that. Rewarded for the Hermit. I think my definitive favorite Pokemon is Clefable, for sure. I'm very fond of a Clefable. Dude, like, what are these shops, man? Fuck off. Stupid-ass deck. Nest main here seems to be able to consistently get Lucas sweet spots. I used to be in Nest main. I don't play Smash like almost at all anymore, but when I first started playing Smash Ultimate, I was a Nest main, and then I eventually pivoted to Cloud, and then I eventually pivoted to, I think, Captain Falcon. Death card. Could just start making a bunch of ranks. Sure, let's make a bunch of aces. Fuck it. No Venets. I guess we take the Mercury. I feel like Pokemon should give Kyurem Glacial Lance. They could probably get away with it. Kyurem's not especially base Kyurem. Base Kyurem is not fast enough to be a threat with Glacial Lance. The problem is I think the fusion Kyurems are fast enough to be threats with Glacial Lance, which is probably why it's not going to happen. I quite dislike Captain Falcon. I know. I get it. 95 BST speed. 95 base speed, really? I'm not getting a Zany Joker proc, which makes me think that I need to hit another discard here. I think Blue Joker just kind of doesn't matter. I kind of forgot Abandoned Deck's like whole gimmick. That discard destroying both Green and Blue Joker is fine, bro. It's fine, trust. Bonk. Problem comes with the fact that it's just a bit excessive. It's to the point where I take nearly 0 damage on physical attacks at all, which kind of makes Choppleberry Arrest unnecessary, but like I can't put anything else to replace it because he can't do anything else. Fortress only has a SPDF of 80, so he dies to any special attacker anyway in 2 hits. Would we have won if we just sell Zany and played the pair? Probably. Maybe not, actually, because pair doesn't have a ton of chips. I'm honestly not sure, and I'm kind of too lazy to, like, debate it any further, to tell you the truth, man. There's a blue seal. I think we pop the Mars, and then let me take this. Ew. Wait, star? Straight flush, truss. It's a Strush build. It's literally always a Strush build, by the way. This run is already not looking good, so I think I might throw the game here to make it a Strush build, jokes aside. Because if we do Strush, then I can just, like, literally sell everything. And I don't get punished. Kyurem's a hidden gem because none of his stats go under 95, so he's a solid Mon. I mean, there's a lot of Mons out there whose stats don't go below 95, to be fair. Kyurem's got Aura, but I don't know if he's, like, a definitively good Pokemon. Oh, wait, I still wouldn't have a... No, there's a 9 on top, right? Yeah. There's a 9 on top. I think I do this, and then we just hit a star. Misprint was banned in the last poll, so you're not allowed to use Misprint tech. Fuck, you're so right, man. Shit. To me, it's funny just how OP Dracovish is. I cannot wait for Dracovish to be added to Pokemon Champions so I can put him on my singles team and just have him shit on people. Hippowdon Sandrush Dracovish is going to be the meta. And it's going to be bad. It's not going to be fun, but it is going to be the meta. Or it's going to be a part of the meta as soon as they drop Drake. As soon as Mr. Fish gets dropped. That's just what's going to happen. Wraith is ass. We take the Talisman. Garbage, unfortunately. Also, not fooling the star was, like, unbelievably foolish. But a star swings back around, so it's actually fine. It could honestly be better to get a semi-decent hit in against special attackers rather than sit there and just tank hits. I know I can't. I mean, it's Fortress, though, bro. Like, what is Fortress doing against special attackers? I guess, like, Mega Floette has a pretty high win rate, so maybe, like, I don't know, fucking, like, if it gets Steel Roller... No, Steel Roller requires, like, a terrain or some shit. I don't know. If it gets, like, Heavy Slam into Mega Floette, maybe it does something. I don't know. I just think you're going to be, like... Fortress is a physical tank. That's just what he does. Like, I think you're gonna be hard pressed to find him useful against special attackers, even if you give him that investment. Fuck it, we play the full house. I guess we do this. Give me the Mercury level if I'm not getting a Neptune level. Did you say hard press? Yeah, he can have that. That's not what I meant, but like, go off twin. Not unless you just run light screen. Yeah, but what are you running light screen on? Give me that Neptune. Fuck it. Give me this, though. Put that in the Fool, just to be clear. Fuck, man. Stop giving me photo. Bitch-ass card game? Oh, it's fish. We're cooked. Shoot a Hail Mary with the straight flush. Just finished Jokerless. I got to do this 12-minute speed run. Someone suggest a good deck for it. Plasma. Plasma and just reset. No, it's got to be simultaneous, I guess. Or it's got to be like back-to-back. So maybe Plasma isn't good. Grimmsnarl, Hisuian, Electrode, Meowstic, etc. I mean, Grimmsnarl is really good in the meta. The other two I've literally not seen anybody use. Not to say that they're bad, but like usually that accounts for something. These are all dookie. Hit one of these. Odin with the 155 stream streak. Bro just called me short. It's fucked up, really. Is what it is, though. I'm thinking yellow deck. That's probably not bad intuition by any means. Hear me out, give Cosmoem heavy slam. That'd be really funny. That is all. Good night. Good night, Odin. Thanks for pulling up and calling me short, man. Photo, go away. I don't want you, bro. If I didn't want you in the previous how many shops, what makes you think I want you in out of a judgment card, bro? How short is streamer? I'm 5'7". 5'7", 5'8" on a good day. I really wanted to do something with this stencil, but like it's just gotta be obelisk now, yeah. Now it's just play pairs until we can rotate out of the obelisk, and that's just what it is. Have you played the Pokemon Balatro mod? I've actually nuzlocked the Pokemon Balatro mod. It was very fun. There's a video about it. There's an older video about it on my channel. Excuse me. That's a blue seal that we could get on like 2 pair or some shit. I think we just rip it. I think we just accept the fact. It's on abandoned deck. 9 pairs is really bad, but it is on abandoned deck. I think that's fine. How many high cards have I played? 5. I was literally just about to say, and this is kind of showing it, I don't think the deciding factor of whether this run shits the bed or not is going to be whiffing obelisk hands. I think it's more so going to be like Grimbo is going to cuck me eventually. Because I'm going to have to discard too much, and then he's just going to be a chud. Well, problems do kind of just like solve themselves sometimes, don't they? Pretty sick, man. I guess Stencil is a chud now, but that's maybe fine. Give me this. Give me this. Don't need the Mercury. Give me this. Let's take this. Okay. Another roll. Justice card. You know, it'd be pretty funny because Fortress has a 185 health. I could use Pain Split on one of my mons to make Fortress a healer. That wouldn't be that bad. Right as you were answering my question, an ad show up, so I didn't hear anything that you said. That's tragic. Yes, I have played Pokemon before. I've Nuzlocked Pokemon. I have a Pokemon Nuzlocke series on my YouTube channel. It's a bit of an older watch, so it's not going to be as good as like my current videos by any means, because it's essentially just like Twitch VODs. But it's pretty good. Also, welcome in Cactus. Hello. Thank you for the first time, chat. Do we take Hieroglyph here just so that I'm not like dead into this blind? Because I feel I do want to keep red card around, but I think if I don't take the Hyro, then I'm just dead. How fun is Pokemon? I would, even if you're not, obviously I'm like a little bit biased when I say this because I am a big fan of Pokemon. But even if you're not a big fan of Pokemon, I would still highly recommend Pokemon just because I think it is like a really well-balanced like content mod. It's powerful. It's not well-balanced in the sense of like, oh, it's reminiscent of classic Balatro, because pretty much any content mod is going to be like broken in comparison to vanilla Balatro. But like the balance within itself is really good. I think Pokemon is a really good mod. If you're even if you're just like, again, not a Pokemon fan, if you're just like looking for some kind of mod to play in Balatro, you're just looking for like new stuff, new experiences, I think Pokemon's pretty good. I would recommend for sure. We got a gold card. I'm going up to interest. I kind of need all the money that I can get my hands on though for red card. We'll let it ride. I'm just gonna play the 3 oak. Shock, let me give you Gen 6 trauma. Wishy-Washy using Helping Hand on a wild encounter. Isn't Wishy-Washy Gen 7? I will say the trial fights in Gen 7 though, you're onto something. The trial fights are ass, man. The trial fights are fucking crazy. I used to be crashing out playing against the trial fights in the Sun and Moon games, and Wishy-Washy was one of those where I was crashing out. Sell Grimbo here so that we get Stencil to not be a chud. Go into Serpent. Serpent's kind of fantastic because we can play some like pretty unorthodox hands, in theory. Ultra Necrozma is bull. I hate that boss. Ultra Necrozma is for like a vanilla game boss. I mean, that guy means business. Let me play the straight. How many straights have I played? 4? That's pretty... I think that's fine. I think that's reasonable. I need some more deck fixing so that I can eventually pivot into like Flush House or like 5 Oak. Because if I can't do that, I think this run's dead. I hate to pass up a Hermit, but like the game kind of bestowed upon me like exactly what I'm asking for. I think a star goes kind of crazy here. Fortress is kind of a baller move pool. I mean, he's Fortress, bro. He's kind of a baller mod. Oh my god, straight flush, please. No! Stupid ass game. All right. I'll just play the straight, I guess. Meanwhile, Eternatus is probably the easiest legendary main series boss I've ever seen. You and Hop can do absolutely nothing meaningful and still win. Truth nuke. Truth nuke. Skip action. Sigil. Nah, man, I don't want any of these. The Ankh is really funny, but I'm just not doing it. Strushes are undrawable. They are so bad to play. I agree, but like, we'll draw one, surely. Surely if I glaze them enough, the Balatro gods will part the seas for me, so to speak. 9 of clubs. I think we got to go for a full house angle. Fuck, man, we would have had it! Ah, piss. Does Pokemon still have pair meta? I mean, like, It does in the sense that blue stake still exists, but there are a lot of diverse scoring options in Pokemon. Like, full houses actually have game pieces to work with, which is kind of stunning. It's really a breath of fresh air. I've played no flushes this run. That's crazy. Jolden Ticket, not in it. Not in it. Not it. Star card? Death is, like, somewhat enticing. Me when I'm a nihilist. We take a hermit here? I think we take a hermit here. I may give it a shot. I just need to figure out how to download it. It shouldn't be that bad. I feel like downloading mods is pretty intuitive. Maybe we hit a tribe instead of a stencil just to free up a slot. Nah, I think that's not it. Oh my god, Shit the Road. Let's go, bro. I'm sorry for calling him Shit the Road. I really should give him more credit. Also, we might be dead to Flint. Did not really have the foresight to get out of that one. It's hit a relatively modest hand. How many 2-pairs can I play? 5 2-pairs. That's completely fine. 5 after this one. Okay, Flint is a nothing burger. Never mind. Don't listen to me literally ever. Let's go, Flush House! Oh! It's like the 3rd Flush House that we've played on this entire profile, by the way, and I don't even think I'm exaggerating. Oh no, we've played 10 Flush Houses. We played 3 5 Oaks. My bad. Bang. 12 clams. We'll see what the judgment is. Honestly, Andy could be tech here. Telescope is ass. Eye is completely fine. Streamer did Obelisk when I asked when Obelisk like an hour ago, and you remembered the timer. I did remember the timer this timer. I said last night that I would remember the timer. I wasn't playing. I wasn't playing. I think Trio is way better. Give me a Neptune card though, because that's better than both. I guess Trio's better in the context of like Flouse and maybe even Flush 5 if we get more deck fixing. And it keeps Andy. Let's take a Trio. It's abandoned deck, man. Even with an Andy in the lineup, it's always a good day for a Trio. How many 3 Oaks can I play? 4 more? That's completely reasonable. However, I'm going to keep going for the Flouse, because I can play a lot more of those. Oh? Bummer. Alright, I'm not that gutted. Could be a flush here, actually. Nah, we're chilling. 142 left on the clock. Oh, for the speed run. Good shit, man. That's big. I guarantee Gen 9 Skyrim horse plays will never fail. I think Gen 9 is easiest because I Skyrim horsed my way to a level 60 area 15 minutes in and caught the Garchomp in the desert area, then proceeded to sweep the game with my Garchomp with a rocky helmet. I think you could have just said, I think Gen 9 is easiest and not backed up your opinion whatsoever, and I think literally every single person in this chat would have agreed with you in fairness. Which is part of the reason that I haven't finished Gen 9. A game that I do need to finish, though, is Legends Arceus. To tell you the truth, I really don't even know why I didn't finish Legends Arceus, because I actually really enjoy Legends Arceus. Fuck it, man. Let's do this. Give me the money, though. I got an 83 overall Terra Dragon Raid Dragonite and then just soloed the game from then. That feels like the average Gen 9 experience. Gonna wait on the Mars card. I will death another Ace of Diamonds here, though. Verlisify would say that you didn't finish it because it's a bad game. I mean, listen. Okay. Here's my take on, like, Gen 9. Is it a bad game? Kinda. Kinda. I personally think it's kind of a bad game, and I don't think that's a crazy take at all. I don't think it's like the worst game of all time by any means, but I personally think it's a pretty bad game. Especially given the fact that it's like, you know, is coming from the Pokemon company, which has like the highest grossing media franchise of all time. I know they be pushing out games because of like shareholders and shit, but like that doesn't make them immune to criticism. And I will say, as a D1 Pokemon Glazer from like day one of my playing video games pretty much, Gen 9 gotta be the weakest game. Probably not in terms of sales at all, but just like in general. Gotta be the weakest game. Or the weakest gen, I guess. IMO. I was talking about Legends Arceus. Oh, my bad. Slay the Spire for $10 or $15 is better than Scarlet Violet IMO. I would agree. 100%. 100%. It's just because they're unpolished. Like, I mean, like, the people on Twitter when that discourse was happening who were like, well, you don't play Pokemon for the graphics anyway. You play it for, like, the core gameplay mechanics. Like, is that demographic of people correct? Yeah. But, like, does that mean that the graphics have to suck ass? I don't think so. Gen 9 is garbage. What kind of Elite Four heals you after beating each and every one? It's supposed to be a challenge, not a cakewalk. I agree. 100%. I don't know. I don't want to say that it's garbage, but like they definitely didn't capture me. That's for damn sure. I'm very hesitant to call like any game garbage, but they're pretty weak. I'm hoping Gen 10 is better. And from the trailer material, they definitely look better. The game isn't fucking stuttering in the trailer, so I think that's, like, something to look forward to, but I don't know, man. Graphically speaking, Pokemon has been, like, literally a nothing burger for the past 10+ years. Shock, what am I forgetting in the meta? I kind of feel like my team's goated. You have a Garchomp counter, you have a Charizard counter. I mean, that's pretty much it. How do you fare into rain teams? Because low-key, I feel like rain teams are more, at least in singles. Not even in singles. When I was playing VGC last season, it was the case too. I feel like rain teams are more common right now than Zard teams. I would say rain teams are probably the biggest thing to look at when evaluating like your team's performance, I guess, into the meta. When that shop give you Chad plus ticket. That's big, dude. Bang. Holy -8 ball? That's big. -8 ball looks so sexy, man. I'll say it. Guy who says I'll say it after uttering the least controversial take known to mankind. Shock, I'm dipping to watch that Dark Side of the Ring, I'm assuming. Have a good night, man. Hey, likewise, bro. Have a good night. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Archaludon might be a problem. I genuinely don't know. Archaludon's a big... I would say... I guess you have Meowscarada for flower... or for Pert. I would say Swampert is like literally every rain team has a Swampert. Has a Mega Swampert, and Mega Swampert is Swift Swim. So even if your Meowscarada is sashed, that might still be an issue. Also, Tauros just kind of sucks into rain teams because like it does less damage. I guess it's Anger Point, so that doesn't really matter because you probably still have Fighting Stab on it, but like, I don't know, man. Also, why is Tauros Lorb instead of Choice Scarf, now that I'm thinking of it? Unless your name is My Singing Monsters, Minecraft, or Roblox Tycoon game before I got off Roblox, sandboxes are just boring. I think sandboxes are not boring. I think Pokemon just doesn't fit like an open world genre. I don't know. I guess it does. No, it really does. Because I say that, but then like shit like Power World proves that it's definitely like the meta. And then there's also, even within like Pokemon itself, there's like, I mean, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but like Cobblemon, the Minecraft mod, kind of slaps hard. So I don't even think it's necessarily Pokemon is not built for open world. I think they just suck at doing it. I think the Pokemon company is just kind of ass at the execution. Because of Corviknight and because I physically cannot lower Tauros' speed stat where he's Choice Scarf and not faster than Meow Boy. Yeah, that's kind of a problem then, I feel like. Which means turn 1 I'm missing out on Anger Point attack. Okay, I can get the line then, but like, I mean, does Tauros not just get outsped by like everything? Honest question, because that would be like my, if I was piloting a Tauros team, that would be like my #1 skepticism. I want this run to be over. I'm taking the juggle tag, man. Bonk. All right. GG's. That's going to be it for me. What are your thoughts on Geomancy Power Herb? Cringe, but like it's the meta. I have Scolipede to buff Tauros' speed if necessary. Is the Scolipede like speed boost baton pass? That's fucking crazy tech, but I guess it works. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. That run's over, and so is the stream. Thank you for stream. Thank you guys for watching, per usual. Oh yeah, let me click time. 42:53. I'll just round down to 42:53 there. Chat. Be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Hopefully we don't lose like 50 games in a row tomorrow. We'll see. All in Vain seems to be streaming, so we'll raid All in Vain. That seems reasonable. Yeah, tomorrow will be the same time. Thursday onward will be early streams, just because that is what works best with my schedule. So apologies to all the late stream enjoyers, but the early stream enjoyers get a chance to watch for the rest of the week after tomorrow's stream. And I meant to make an announcement in the Discord today. I got sidetracked. I'll make it tomorrow just so I'm not pinging everybody at fucking 3 in the morning. But yeah, latter half of the week will be early streams. There might be a day that I take off as well. I'm not sure yet. I'll be sure to update y'all in the Discord. Speaking of, join the Discord if you're not in the Discord already. !Discord and Twitch, or it's in the description of YouTube. We got a fantastic community of individuals over there who just talk about Balatro and pretty much like any video game or any topic that you would want to. Anyway, I feel like I'm out of it for this outro. Apologies if it's shit. Anyway. Also, !YT. I have another YouTube video essay dropping before the end of the month. Hopefully, maybe in like the first couple of days of August. But I've been dropping peak video essays over there. So if you want to get better at Balatro and maybe be entertained along the way, sub to the YouTube. Anyway, chat, stay safe, sleep well, and have a good one. Love you guys. Thank you all for watching.